Welcome to the Pipette Skill Builder video. In this practical activity, you will learn how to use a glass bowl pipette and a rubber bowl pipette filler. You will use the following equipment: 4 250ml beakers or conical flasks, 30ml of 1 molar hydrochloric acid that your teacher will provide, a bottle of distilled water, universal indicator, a 100 and 250ml measuring cylinder, a rubber bowl pipette filler, and a 25ml glass bowl pipette. Take care with the glass pipette. They can roll off the bench easily. Place them safely in the middle of the bench with equipment in front of it to prevent it rolling off. The pipette filler has 3 valves. The A valve is on top and releases air in the bulb. The S valve is pressed to siphon liquid, and the E valve empties the liquid. Once you have all your equipment together, you need to fill the beakers or flasks with water. We need 25ml in the first beaker or flask, flask A, 75ml in flask B, 125ml in flask C, and 225ml in flask D. To recap the pipette filler, this is valve A and it releases the air in preparation to siphon liquid. Next is the S valve, and this is pressed to siphon up liquid into the pipette. And lastly is the E valve, and this is used to empty the pipette. And lastly, this is the end of the filler, and this is where we place the pipette. You will also see on the pipette above the large bowl part a white line. This is the fill line and where we need the liquid to be to reach 25 mils. The first step in using the glass pipette and filler is safely attaching the filler to the pipette. You hold the glass pipette close to the top and then insert the top of the pipette into the bottom of the bowl filler. Gently twist the pipette as you insert it and don't push too hard. Now we want to press the A valve gently on both sides and squeeze the bulb of the filler. This will release the air, which means your pipette is ready to siphon liquid. You now take the 1 mole hydrochloric acid and add 15 to 20 drops of universal indicator to it. We will now fill our pipette with 25 ml of the hydrochloric acid solution. We will now take our pipette and siphon 25 ml of the hydrochloric acid solution. We want to place the pipette tip in the liquid. We want to make sure it isn't touching the base of the beaker. You want to hold it at a 45-degree angle to the side of the beaker. You then want to hold the pipette with one hand and with the other hand press both sides of the S valve. You will now see the liquid to be drawn up the pipette. Make sure the tip of the liquid is always in it and not above it. It can take a while for the liquid to fill the bulb of the pipette. Once it has reached just above the white line, we want to release the S valve. There is a little bit of liquid above the white line. We want to press the E valve now and just release a little bit of the liquid so that the bottom of the meniscus is on the white line. If you release too much, simply fill to just above the white line with the S valve and try again. We will now take our full pipette and place it in the flask or beaker with 25 ml of water. To empty the pipette, we again hold it at a 45-degree angle with the tip just touching the wall of the flask. This will help draw the liquid out. We now gently press both sides of the E valve to release the hydrochloric acid into our flask of water. Once it is done, we swirl to mix. We always have our beakers filled with water first, as when diluting acid, we always add acid to water. We never add water to acid. Now, using our pipette skills, we want to take 25 ml of water out of flask A and add it to flask B. Once done, we then take 25 ml from flask B and add to flask C. And lastly, we take 25 ml from flask C and add to flask D. Once you have finished, you need to remove the pipette from the filler. To remove, we hold the pipette near the top and gently twist out of the filler. Make sure the pipette is placed in the middle of your bench behind equipment so it doesn't roll off the bench. You will now have 4 solutions that slowly get more dilute and lighter in colour. Thanks for watching the Science Lab.